So today I'm going to be talking to you about WordPress websites. My name's Julia. I hope everyone's well today. I think every single presentation I've heard, everyone's been like, hi, how's everyone doing and how are you finding the business show? So I'll just skip over that because I think that probably people have been asked that. But I still hope you're having a really great show. So how many people know about WordPress? A few of you. How many people haven't heard about WordPress? Okay, so WordPress is really great. For those of you who don't know about it, it's a platform that you can create websites on. And I'm just going to show you a few different sort of statistics. I don't mean to bore anyone by statistics, but it's just I'm going to show you a few because I think it's really, really important for people to understand why we suggest that you use WordPress over other different platforms. So this is just a clip which I took yesterday morning, actually, before we started. This one just at the side. This was taken yesterday morning, so it's really current. It shows that 72 million WordPress sites in the world, so it really is. There's a lot of people using it. And this is just a snippet taken from Wikipedia, just showing you that the top 1 million of websites, you've got 18.9% of the top 1 million websites that are actually within WordPress. Most popular blogging platform. Now, WordPress isn't just a blogging platform. When it first came out, it was. But now it isn't, and you'll see. I've got some examples of websites that have been created, and you'll see you can create so many different looks and so many different features, so whatever you want, whether it's an online store or whether it's just promoting your services and your business, you can do it all using WordPress. So why use WordPress? Well, there's 4 very good reasons. One, it's free, and I, for one, I love free things. It's easy to use. Once you know how, once you've been kind of shown and you know how to use it, it's really, really easy to use. It's easy to install. So that's really great. And for a lot of people, they get really scared by coding. They're sort of like, oh, what do I change? And they don't know. And it just sort of puts a lot of people off. With this, you don't need that. You don't need the knowledge of how to actually build a website. So it's really, really good to use WordPress. I just wanted to show you a couple of, because throughout the show, I've actually had quite a few people saying, well, why do you recommend WordPress over other platforms which you can create websites in? And I think this graph illustrates the reason why. The blue line is WordPress. So it does really show that WordPress really is on the up. This is worldwide. This graph is worldwide. But just if you weren't convinced by that, this is the UK market. So it isn't just a worldwide. The UK also recognise that WordPress is a great platform to use. I promise it's not bored by statistics. There's only another one of these. So this one is the top 10,000 sites. And you can see, so 41% of the top 10K sites are using this over other platforms that you can use. And this is the top 1 million sites. You can see, huge chunk are using WordPress. I think it just really demonstrates that people really do trust and want to use WordPress. So there we go. Yeah, WordPress used by over 18% of all websites, all the websites. So if you haven't realised, I think hopefully now you kind of realise that WordPress really, really is a great platform to use. So as I mentioned, there's lots of different looks that can be created. I've got a few examples here because I really wanted to show you with brands that you would be aware of. So this is CNN, and this is a WordPress site. And you can see lots of different features. Looks really, I think, really slick and great. So that's the CNN site that use it. But somebody who uses WordPress, completely different, James Bond. This is the latest movie, and they used WordPress to actually create their website. Personally, I don't like this one, but I wanted to show you. I think it's something to do with the background. I just find it's not quite right for me. But I really wanted to show you that it isn't just, it's not sort of small businesses that are using this. These people who are really well known, brands that are really well known, are using WordPress to create their websites. And on here, you've got all the different things. So you've got a news section, and you've got videos, you've got their shop. So these are all things that you can put within your WordPress website. Again, the BBC America, they're using it. So they've got their schedule on the side, which is great. So lots of different features, again, a different look from the other two that we've seen. Top Gear. So I just wanted to show you, it isn't just news channels that are using it. It's not films that are using it. You've got then Top Gear that's using it. Lots and lots of different people. And the music industry. So Justin Timberlake. You can only see actually a couple of his albums here, but if you scroll down the page, obviously I couldn't take the whole page. I wanted to give you a really good screenshot, but I couldn't show you. But all along the bottom is actually all of his albums that he's got on there. He's got his store on there, the media, brands, his films and TV that he's doing, tours, and his music, and then news. So he's got lots of different things that are incorporated within his website. And then Justin Bieber. And I have to say I'm not a fan, so apologies for anybody that is. But again, I just wanted to show you something, a completely different look to the Justin Timberlake site, but both within the music industry. And you can see, again, fan store, videos, music events, and news. So all of those different things on there. A company that's, I quite like this. This is a new company that's been up and coming a lot. It's based in Birmingham. So they use it. They use WordPress for their website as well. So once you've installed, once you've bought your website address, you then have to install WordPress onto your site, and you do that. Once you do that, this is the actual default theme, the look of the site that you get. Now it's quite incredible that this is what it starts off with, and then you change it to what we've seen so far. So this is another site. Oh, sorry, this is another site that's been created. So going from this to then this, they all started at that default site, which I think we'd all agree doesn't look particularly great. But on here you can see you've got your membership here. There's a free membership, and then you've got become a gold member here. You've got the opportunity directory, so you can put all these different features within your website. Whatever you really want, you can do. Now, once you've installed WordPress and you've got that default site that we saw, we all agreed, I think, doesn't look particularly great. So you're going to want to change it. So to change it, you then come to this panel. So once you've installed WordPress onto your website address, your domain name, you then come to this panel. And the way you do that is you go type in www. and then whatever your domain name is, followed by its extension, .co.uk or .com, /WP-admin. Now, WP just stands for WordPress. And then obviously admin is just saying that it's the administration area. So you just type those details into this box. And then this is what you will come to. This is a WordPress dashboard. And a lot of them, this is pretty generic. You'll find there are some things on here that when you install WordPress won't be on here. But the majority of the things will. So as you can see here, you've got your pages, which I think we all understand. Pages, that'll be your home page, your services, your contact us. So those are your pages. And then you've got here posts. Now posts are things like your latest news section. They're things that are changing. So when you're thinking about posts or pages, your pages, that's your static content. So if you're offering services, they're not necessarily going to change lots. So your services and your home page and things like that, that will be a page. But your latest news section, whereby you're keeping your customers updated of any changes or special offers and things like that that you want to broadcast to them, you put those in posts. And then if we go down, you can see here comments, so people can actually comment on your page if you want them to. Now, I'm sure we've all gone to pages where you can see it says, oh, leave a response and things like that. But you might be wondering, oh my goodness, I actually don't want, I'm really worried about what people might post. So you can actually change the settings within WordPress, which makes you then put an email address in, and also you tick a box, which then means that you've got to approve it. And what happens is the email address that you put into those settings, that's where they will notify you. Once somebody's made a comment, a notification will go to your email address, you can read the comment and then approve it, and then it will show on your website. Now you can also, if you don't want comments on your website, you can turn that off. So it's really great. In your appearance, you've got, that's where you obviously change the appearance, the look of your website that you want to create there. Plugins and other things we're going to go into in a little bit. Users though, I wanted just to touch on users. So if you've created a company and you don't want to necessarily do everything on it, or maybe you want somebody to manage your website for you. So what you can actually do is you can create different users with different access to different things. So if you just want somebody to be able to change content and put different content on your website, you can create a user for that and then only give them access to that area of your site. So it's really, really good. And then settings, that's where you would have a look in there and you've got all the different configurations of different settings that you just work through. And I was saying about comments, that's where you will find where you can set, as I say, set and configure the different settings that you want people to do. Okay, so themes. Themes is the look and feel of your website. So what you can do is when you go into WordPress, you go to Appearance in the menu and then go to Themes. Now I went across and I just wanted to take this shot for you. I've gone across and I've gone into Install Themes. And you've got different headings up here. So I actually clicked on the recently updated, but as here, I'm sure you probably can't see, but it just said newest and featured. So when you click on those tabs, this is what will appear. And to change the look of your website, if you just sort of said, actually I like that look, and you didn't want a bespoke look created for you, then all you do is you click Install Now, and that's it. It then installs it. And straight away, the look of your website, from that orange that we saw, the default site, straight away would change to the look of whatever you select on here. Now, if you wanted to then sort of know what features maybe a website has got, a theme has got, then you click the preview button and you can actually preview it. And if you click the details button, then it will give you the details. So a lot of us, all of us, will want our website to be visible on mobile phones and tablets. So we call that responsive. So if you click on the details, you want to check that theme is a responsive theme, which will enable it to then show up on different devices. These themes in here, they're free. Now, it's great, you say, to have them free, but it might not always have all the features and the functionality that you want. So you can buy themes. Now, when you buy a theme, just going back, you'll see here it says upload. So when you buy a theme, you would upload it to your WordPress site. So you might ask, well, why would I buy a theme if there's lots of free ones? If you buy a theme, what you usually find is they are industry specific. So they've got the features that you already want on them. So if you had a property business in London selling property, it would have all those search items in the way that you then can upload pictures of the property. It would have calendars, it might have functions for people to actually book and look at the properties that you've got on your books. So that's why it's really good to actually sometimes go for a theme. You shouldn't expect to pay more than $100 for a theme if you're going to buy one. But you might find some of you might actually want a completely bespoke look. You can do that as well, obviously, within WordPress. And you can then find somebody who would be then able to put together a bespoke theme for you, for what you're looking for. Okay, so we've just gone through themes. There's three main sort of parts to a website. There's the theme, so the look of your website. and then widgets, what we call widgets. So widgets provide a simple way to arrange different elements of your website. And these are just a few examples. So sidebar, photo sliders, footer items, search boxes. So when you go into your widgets, you go to appearance and then go to widgets. This is then what you will see. And on here, I'm just going to show you. It says right sidebar, and we've got a search, a custom menu which is apartments, the title is apartments, and then we've got a calendar in there. I'm just going to flick to the next slide, and let's flick back again. You can see right sidebar, search, apartments, calendar. So it's showing you what you can then put into that area of the website. So if we go back, if you didn't want the calendar, all you do is you just drag it back into this area. And maybe you wanted to put an RSS feed in, you just drag that across into that area. So that's those are the different areas, what we call widgets. So if you decided you're dragging the calendar away and putting an RSS feed in, that would show up in the area where the calendar is. Now the third part of a website, of a WordPress site, is a plugin. Plugins are like apps on your mobile phone. They provide the functionality that you need for your website. So you might have a theme, if you get a free theme, it may not have a contact form on it. So you would then go to and go and search for a plugin which is a contact form, and you'd install it. Now this is why I say paid themes can sometimes be better, because usually they will already have those things on there. So they will have a contact form, and you won't have to go through this process of looking at different plugins. Social media, membership functions, these are all plugins. They are literally just like apps. Now this is the App Store for plugins. If you go to WordPress.org, then it'll bring up a list of all the plugins, and these are plugins that are approved by WordPress.org. You'll see here there's a section, so it says most popular. We've got Next Gen Gallery there, so that's providing galleries. If you wanted photos on your website, that's a great one to use. And then they've got feature plugins here. So if you're looking for a contact form, for example, you could just search within the search box there, and it will bring up all the different ones that you've got that are available on there. Plugins, sometimes they are paid and sometimes they're free. A lot of them, what they do is they actually provide a free part of it, and they just entice you with sort of, this is quite a nice plugin to use, and then the bits that you want, you maybe have to upgrade to. So for example, if you've got a shopping cart, it'll allow you to integrate with PayPal, but if you've got something like SagePay or WorldPay, then you then have to pay to then upgrade that plugin. But it's not a lot, and actually for what you get, and if you think of your return on investment, it's pretty good. So yeah, so that's where you go to get plugins. I've got a few different plugins which I just wanted to recommend to you. So if you're looking, is anybody looking at building a membership site? Okay, so we've got a couple of people who are looking to build a membership site. This is a plugin that you can use. It does have a free site, but also it has a paid site, so it depends what you are looking to do. So that's for membership sites, and this site, which I showed you earlier, this actually uses that plugin for its membership. So contact form. This is a very simple drag and drop. It stores the contact details though on your actual WordPress site. So when you log into a WordPress site, you actually then see all the contact details on there. If you want one that then imports into a database that you have on a separate system, you probably find that that's something that you need to pay for. But it is really simple. You would just drag and drop what you want into the form, and then it would just show on your website. This is just showing you, this is the same form, the same plugin which I popped onto the Internet Business School website, and this is just showing you the sort of look of it. I think it looks quite nice. It's quite nice and slick, it's clean lines, so it's pretty good. Okay, e-commerce. Anybody who's looking at selling some goods online? Okay, so a few people who are looking at selling goods online. This is a great plugin as well to use. As I said to you, they have PayPal is automatically included, but yeah, if you wanted to upgrade to SagePay, then you're looking at paying something for it. So, but it is a really good, is a good one to use. SEO, so search engine optimization. We all want our websites to be on the first page of Google. This is a really good plugin to use, very simple and easy to use. This is the back end, so when you log into your admin area on your WordPress site, when you create a page or a post, at the bottom of that page and post you will see this. And this just means that you can then fill in the details, because what you find when you go into Google, you will see the blue, which will be the title of your website and the title of the page, and then underneath it will give you a description. Now, it automatically generates it, but with this plugin then, you can then put in what you want to put in. So if you're targeting particular things, if you're looking for particular, what we call keywords, which are the search words that people are looking for within Google, what they're typing when they're typing in the search box of Google, if you put those words within here, in the description box, then that's optimizing your site, that's making it, what Google say is easier for them to understand what your website is about. So it then increases it up the rankings in Google. But what's really nice is you can then put what you want people to see within these boxes. In the description box as well, you can put your services and what you really want people to see. But you can also then put the telephone number. So before they've even clicked on your site, they straight away know what your telephone number is to contact you. Or if you want them an email address, you can put any of that within that description box. And that's before they've even clicked on your website and gone to your contact us page. So this is a really good and easy to use. Don't worry too much about these things. I mean, you know, you can look in more detail. We haven't really got enough time to go over it, but all I'd say to you is these are the main boxes that you want to have a look at. Now, is there anybody who is looking at selling just maybe a book or a product or something like that? Okay, so quite a few of you. Well, this is actually a page that I put together. Just if you've seen, there's the white forms that are going around. We're videoing today. Now you can either complete one of those forms, or you can actually opt in by going to this page and opting in, and then you put your details in here, and then you would get access to these videos of what we are providing today. Now this piece of software, which is called WordPress, I'm going to give you a few links at the end, just to help you. This is the same theme, WordPress theme, which is used, the one that I just showed you, is the same theme that's used to create this. So if you are looking at selling a book, you don't necessarily want to put together a huge website. You might just want a page like this and give something like a free chapter away. And you want to then collect their details so that you can then email them once your book is ready, because maybe you haven't got it quite ready. So this is a great way. So this is really easy to do. You can add pages as well if you want to, or you can just have one page, a static page. With that same bit of that same theme, WordPress. This is a training library, which there's another coach called Nick who we've actually created a software company, and we're selling software. This is our training library for that bit of software. So if you're looking at a membership site or a training library, this is something that you can use WordPress as well to create that. So we saw that there was a promotion for a book, and we also saw where you could get free videos. This is the same bit of the same theme where you can also create this look, and it's very easy to use. Okay, so has anybody got any sort of quick questions? Are there any questions on, let's say, has anyone got a question on a particular theme or plugins? Okay, so the question is, do you need a web hosting package? Now, when you buy your website address, your domain name, I've got some places where you can go and buy your domain name. So if it's whatever it might be you're going to buy, you then need to put your domain name on a hosting company. What I would say to you is, if you buy your domain name or your website name from a domain company, don't necessarily buy the hosting from them. That's where they hike the prices up, and that's where they make money. So we recommend HostGator, and I've got on the next slide actually, why don't I pop this on, because then you can put that there. So this is who we actually recommend for hosting, HostGator, hostgatoroffer.co.uk, to get 25% off for life. If you just enter the coupon code new customer offer, you can get 25% off. If you want your domain name, so your website address, if you go to easyoneandone.com, that's where you can then purchase your website address. Just to say, if there are people here that actually have got a few websites that they want to host, so they've got a few websites, or okay, so there's a few people who have. So for those of you who have got a few websites, or if you are looking at building a few websites, then I would suggest the baby plan. It's about £5 a month, but you can put as many websites on there as you want. If you're looking at just one website, then it doesn't matter. They've got other plans where if you're just looking for one website to be hosted, you can then go, they've got plans for that. And to promote a product or membership site or the training and things like that, which I just showed you, that's a link to OptimizePress, which you can then, that's where you can then build those last 3 slides which I showed you, the membership side and selling a book or getting people's information for giving away something free. So we're giving away free videos. Okay, now I am offering a free website design consultation for anybody who's interested, who wants maybe a website. Are there people in the room who are looking to create websites? Okay, so a few of you. So if you just wanted a bit of an idea and wanted to get some information on things, then by all means approach somebody at the stand and just say you're interested in WordPress. They'll give you the white form, which is the one for the free videos, and just put WordPress on the top, and then I'll be in touch with you. But for those, are there anybody who they maybe don't want to create their own website, but they want to know how to manage it? Okay, so there's a few people around. Well, this is an online course which I put together, which actually shows you how to put a website together. So if you actually want to construct your own website, or if you want to manage your website once you've got somebody else to build it, then this course will actually go through that, and it will show you how to manage or create websites for people. Another thing, some of you may want to create a business selling websites to people. This course will also help you to do that, because obviously it goes through how to create websites. Okay. All right, thank you very much. If anybody's got any questions, I'll be just by the stand, so I'll take questions outside. Thanks very much. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.